record on this computer. Okay, here we go. So welcome to February. This is our big coach family call. It's our massive team call. And this is once a month. It's the first Tuesday of every single month that we have this call. This is open for all coaches. Pretty much every call that we have on a Tuesday night is open to all coaches. They're just different levels for the different calls. So the first Tuesday of every month is always a call for everyone. We kind of go over welcomes, announcements. I usually train on something specific. Tonight it's Instagram. Next week, I think I might train on landing pages on a vital behavior call. But this call specifically is going to be about Instagram. The second Tuesday of every month is our new coach call. Now, if you're not a new coach, you don't need to be on that call. But if you are brand new, be on that call. It's Tuesday night. Next week, though, because it is Valentine's Day on Tuesday, the call will be on Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Sorry, Rosie's snorting in the background. I'll have to move her if she's a distraction. So next Monday night, our new coach call will be moved at 9 p.m. Now, if you've already been on that call, you don't need to be on that call unless you have a new coach. So for some reason, Christina has a new coach and she knows Christina knows her coach is going to be on that call. I would highly recommend getting on that call with your coach, because if they see that you're vested in being on the calls, so will they. Remember, you lead by example. It's not what you say, it's what your actions show. So if you have a new coach, get them on that call. I kind of go over just the new coach training, what to expect, what Success Club, your goals for a coach for your first month, and it's just kind of the basics that I go over for that. The third Tuesday of the month is our vital behavior call. So the third Tuesday of every month is our vital behavior call. That is for every coach that is not a new coach anymore to Emerald to Ruby. Not Diamond, it's the in the middle coaches. The vital behavior call, we really just talk about, it's more of a brainstorm, and we talk about, inviting, being the product, sharing, connecting. But like I said, this month specifically on the vital behavior call, I'm going to show you how to do landing pages. So if you want to learn how to do landing pages, be on that call, and I'm going to screen share and show with you how to create a landing page, which is a great source for you to use to help people sign up to your challenge group or to your team, and not make it so salesy. It's just going to be a very simple, clean approach to get people to sign up, which is perfect. I love it. I love that I've been using it. I put it on every single post that I make pretty much, and I always get someone who fills it out, and I have a little video in there. It's great. So I will be sharing how to do that on the vital behavior call for the month of February. And then the last call of the month, which is the fourth Tuesday of every month, is always a diamond call. So if you are a diamond coach, you are on that call. If there's one of you that are diamond, then you and I get a one-on-one call pretty much. But it's open for all diamond coaches. That is a diamond and beyond. So it's really about team strategy for building, more about team focus and you growing leadership ladder, income, looking at your weak leg, more strategy talk that call is. So those are the 4 calls a month. So that's open for everyone. It's not just open to my PS coaches. I opened it to all downline because I want all of you guys to have as much support as possible. So make sure that you invite your coaches, get on. I will say this, the more plugged in you are to the team, the more committed you're going to feel and the more success you're going to have, hands down. This community is about supporting one another. Success partners have been formed, best friends have been formed from these groups, from our team. So like I said, the more you show up, the more you feel connected, and the more connected you feel, the more accountability, the more success you're going to have in all of this. So in saying that, I'm going to get started because I want to keep this at an hour, and I also want to leave it open for questions. We are also going to do a mini Power Hour Instagram session. I'm pretty much going to show you exactly what I do every single day with my Instagram. Make sure your phone is charged. It is ready to go. Make sure that you're logged into your Instagram account, because you're going to need your phone and you're going to need to know how to do Instagram. So get that out and have it ready. And I will go through that at the end of our call. We'll have 15 minutes to do that. I will set a timer and we will start and finish all at the same exact time. And we'll see who got how much done the fastest. See how your productivity level is. I'm going to go ahead and screen share with you our calendar for the month. This is the calendar that I posted my personally sponsored coach page, but I'm going to show it to you so you know what I'm doing. I will say this, I'm not a big graphics fan. I'm the type of person that what's going to move my business forward and that's usually inviting or sharing. So I'm not a big graphics fan, but when I was typing this up, I figured it might help for you guys to kind of see visually each point, so then you guys can write it down in your notes if you want. So I have that. It's not fancy, but it will help you. So I'm going to share the screen with you. Okay, so here is my calendar that I have posted in my coach page, and you can kind of see it's very, very simple. It's not overcomplicated, but this is how I market my entire month. It's the same every month. I might change a few things, but if you don't know how you're planning your month, you're really not going to know how to post and how you're going to connect with people and how you're going to invite them. So this is very straightforward. The first thing that you're going to see on my calendar, and I just want to show this to all of you in case you're not my personally sponsored coach, you can see that for the first 2 weeks of the month of February, I'm talking about challenge groups. So that means I'm inviting people to challenge groups. I'm posting about challenge groups. Everything I do is about challenge groups. You can see that I'm posting a lot of workout videos right now about Insanity Max because that's a program I'm doing. I've had women sign up to join the challenge group because of my videos alone. So all of my posts, everything I'm doing is really targeted around promoting the challenge group for the first 2 weeks. Now come the week of the 12th and the 19th, which is the last 2 weeks of the month, I switch my posts and what I'm talking about geared towards coaching. And that's because I want to start, attracting coaches at that point so I can help them start the new month of February with me and with our team for our new coach call and all of that fun stuff. So that right there will help you kind of target what your post should be, how you're reaching out to people, and how you're connecting. Now, you don't have to do this, but I will say it will give you more guidance and more structure on how you actually work your business, how you work coaching. On Mondays, you will see that every Monday at 11 a.m. is National Wake Up Call. If you work, then you don't have an excuse because you can listen to the podcast. If you don't work and you are a stay-at-home mom, or if you have a flexible job and you're a nurse and you work through 12-hour shifts, if you guys have off on Monday, the National Wake Up Call is easy breezy. It's 30 minutes. You don't have to get on video. You don't have to talk to people. You just hit the number on your phone, you call it, and you listen. The majority of the time, I'm listening to this while I'm folding laundry or while I'm cleaning my house. So this is a multitasking option. But this is going to be personal development for you that's going to help you grow as a coach, as a leader. And it's usually a top coach that shares. This past Monday, it was Carl Deichler. He was sharing. So make sure you listen to this. This is one of your personal development. Remember, vital behavior, one of the 4 is personal development, and the National Wake Up Call counts as that. There's a lot of coaches too, like I said, who work and they can't listen to this. If that's the case, you can download the Beachbody podcast and you can listen to all of the recordings from the past years ago. It's pretty incredible. You can see on the 7th, that is our coach family call. That is tonight. Thank you all for being on here. Moving on to, if you're in my challenge group, you'll see that on the 9th, which is this Thursday at 9 p.m., I have a challenge group Q&A. That's something that I offer to my challengers and my apprentice coaches. Every Friday, you'll see that I, first week, help 1 person, second week, help the second person, the third week, help 3, and by the last week, help 5. And that just kind of helps you see maybe each week help 1 person, and you'll hit your goal of Success Club 10. Moving on to Monday, you'll see that I moved the new coach call from the 14th to the 13th because obviously I don't want you ladies on a call on Valentine's Day with me. You need to be with your husband or your significant other. So I'm just switching it over to the 13th at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then the 16th, for some reason that says unstable. I don't know what that is. The 16th is my How to Find Your Balance event. This is an event that I host and I talk about challenge groups. I will make this public tomorrow, and all of you can either invite people to join or you can watch. I'm trying to see what the chat says. Am I cutting in and out? Am I cutting in and out for all of you? Hold on, let me see what I can do. Jen, am I cutting out for you? Give me a thumbs up because I can only see you right now. Cutting up? Okay, hold on. Let me shut down, see if I have anything I can shut down on my computer. So maybe that will, hold on. I can't shut down too much or you won't see my PowerPoint. Am I still breaking up? Staticky? No? Some say yes, some say no. Okay, so I'm going to keep talking and hopefully it will, hold on, I see a whole bunch of chats going on. A little bit, you're better. Okay, make sure that if you're on your end, make sure that you have, say, other windows closed down, because if you have too many windows open, that will cause an issue. And make sure that you're muted. Mute yourself if you're not muted already. I heard someone, so mute yourself. I'm going to keep going, and if there's an issue, let me know, and I'll try to reposition my computer if that is the issue. On the 16th, How to Find Your Balance event, that's about promoting challenge groups. Every one of you are welcome to be a part of that. You can invite potential challengers, or you can watch and listen and see how I do it, and then do your own next month if you want. On the 18th is my meetup, which is the third Saturday of every month. All of you are welcome to that. If you live local, you don't need to run your own meetup. Just come to mine, invite your girls. More the merrier. On the 21st is our vital behavior call. 21st, vital behavior call. That is the call I'm going to talk about landing pages and how to create them. So if you want to know about landing pages, be on the 21st. That week, I'm also hosting my coach sneak peek. And you can see that the sneak peek is 3 days. And then I have my event for coaching on the 22nd. All of you are able to be a part of that, to invite your people, and to also be a part and just hear how I do it so you can lead your own. On the 22nd, that is the deadline to qualify for the Imperfectly Balanced March Retreat. Now, everyone qualifies if you're my PS coach. Any one of my PS coaches can go, but if you are not my PS coach, your requirement is just to be diamond by the 22nd, and you earn your spot. And then if you're a diamond, one of my PS diamonds, you qualify for the incentive by the 22nd. Other dates to save, dates to remember at the bottom. If you guys like to run your challenge groups the same time as me, here are my dates. March 6th, challenge group prep begins. March 13th, challenge group starts. March 24th through the 26th is the Imperfectly Balanced Spring Retreat. Now, I'm going to talk to all my PS coaches on this one. If you are not going, take your name off of the hotel list. If you are going, put your name on there. The deadline to say you're going is February 22nd. That is the deadline because of hotel rooms. I need to cancel them. Also, for the hotel rooms, if you didn't read the directions, one person from each room needs to call, put their name on the room. I put the reservation by the Google sign-up sheet, and then put your credit card on file, just so that I don't get charged everyone's room. So make sure you do that as well. And then April 7th, that weekend is Super Saturday. I'm telling you that date in advance for 2 reasons. It's for Florida, for Pinellas County. It is going to be April 7th on a Friday night, and I am actually going to be helping with this Super Saturday. So hopefully some of you that live local can help out and volunteer with this and do this with me, and kind of, create a bigger sense of community, since we'll be doing a little bit more with Super Saturday and Market Council. Our team will be. If you don't live here, usually Super Saturdays are on a Saturday. So for you, that will be April 8th. If you live in Canada, which I know Billy lives there, she's new, check out Canada. If you live in DC, if you live in North Carolina, if you live in Ohio, there's always a Super Saturday. So make sure you check it out. But for us, Pinellas County, April 7th, Friday night, we will probably do a dinner before or after for all of those that attend. So that is the dates. Do any of you have questions about the February calendar before I move on to Instagram? You all good? Okay. Don't forget that right now, currently, the All Access Challenge Pack will be over on February 28th. I have not heard if they have extended it, but for right now, February 28th, so make sure that you still offer the All Access. That's the only challenge pack I'm even offering right now. That's the only option I'm presenting, is the All Access, because they get fitness for the entire year. It's your best bet. It helps you lock in Success Club with 2 people versus 3. And like I said, I don't know if they're going to extend this. They are talking about it, but again, it will reframe everything if they do that, because people essentially won't be buying single programs anymore. There is, just so you know, I can't give away too many hints, but 2017, we should be welcoming 2 new vegan flavors, and most likely going international to someplace that starts with the U. I can't say what it is, but starts with the U. So exciting news. It's not public. Yeah, so not public, but just so you know, some new vegan flavors, and going international. So exciting, exciting, exciting for all of us. Now, moving on to Instagram. Here we go. Any questions about any of that before I move on? You guys good? Ukraine. I love it. Uganda. Uganda.
I have a quick question if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yep, go ahead.
I have a quick question. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go.
Okay. Oh, this is only my first call. So April 7th, Super Saturday, we're actually having it on Friday night, right?
Yes, it's actually, for us, it's actually called Super Friday. It's usually Super Saturday, but I had a luncheon 2 weeks ago with Craig Collier. He's corporate, and with Lindsay Matway, Lindsay Stay, kind of like the top coaches in Florida, and they are all going to try to start creating a more big Tampa Bay Super Saturday event, but they all want to do it on a Friday night. So that's why we're going to switch to Friday night and see what the turnout is like if we do it on a Friday night. And of course, they all stared at me and they said, Allie, you have the largest local team. We want them as volunteers. So hopefully we can have a lot of you helping. But if you don't live here in Florida, go to your Super Saturday, which will most likely be on a Saturday, not a Super Friday like ours. You can find all of that information in the FAQ on the Coach Online office. Just type in Super Saturday and it will tell you. But for everyone across the United States and Canada, it's on that weekend. Like I said, some people do it Friday night, some people do it Saturday, some people do it Sunday. And as a team, we'll meet up and we will most likely do either dinner before or after, depending on the time that we start. Because if we start at 7:30,
okay, cool.
We probably won't do dinner afterwards. It'll be like 10 o'clock at night. So that's that.
It was just, yes, okay. Yep, that's it.
Okay. You're breaking up. I don't know if it's because you're moving around a lot, but okay, I couldn't hear. Okay, so when are they releasing the vegan flavors? Don't know. I will say that in general, whenever they announce a new launch, it's usually themed around something regarding like a summit or some type of big event. They have a launch. Now, they didn't say when the launches would be, but I would assume there's probably going to be one leading up to summit, and then there'll be another one in the fall. But I don't have the actual dates for anything. That's just stuff that's in the making. But I know it's 2017. So that's all I can really say. I don't really know more except 2017, and I know those two announcements. But you will be pumped if you can think there's vegan chocolate and vegan strawberry, so what else could there be? So just think about that, so that might help. Moving on, Instagram training. Here we go. So very short and simple. I just literally typed out my outline, what I do for all of you. You can screenshot it or write it down, but I'm telling you, this is very, 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 very basic. It's very simple. I've been doing this since May, and I'll talk about it more in depth, but bottom line is Instagram takes time and it takes consistency. I can point out a handful of you that I've connected with on Instagram, and that's why you're a part of this team now, is because of Instagram. But I will say it takes time. So here we go. I'm going to share this with all of you. I'm doing good. It's 9:21. Let's do this. Okay, so let me share screen. Here we go. Moving on. Okay, so can you see this, Marissa? I see you. Can you give me thumbs up? Can you see this, Marissa? Okay, perfect. So Instagram training. Why Instagram? So there's 4 reasons, and honestly, I could come up with many more reasons why Instagram, but first and foremost, Instagram is cold market. For a lot of you, you're on Facebook and you're not on Instagram. And Facebook technically is your warm market. It's your family, it's your friends. Now, yes, you should be growing your Facebook. Like I say, every single day you should be adding 3 new people, but it's technically your warm market. And I know for me personally, I have a harder time inviting people and looking for people on Facebook versus Instagram. So Instagram instantly taps into your cold market. And I will say for all of you, since I've been a coach longer than all of you at this point, I wish that I would have focused on my Instagram earlier on in my coaching business than I did, because obviously I didn't start working on Instagram until May. That was it. So you all have a huge advantage if you start working on your cold market now and not just focusing on your Facebook, your warm, because as you're a coach 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the road, you're going to have to expand your network. And if you can start to expand your network now on Instagram, it's going to give you more long-term longevity as a coach within the business. So not only do you want Instagram for your cold market, but it helps you focus on the influencers. When you go into Instagram, you don't have to, hold on, I see a chat popping up. Let me just check this. Cutting out and freezing. Okay. Anyone else? Cutting out, freezing for any of you? No? Okay. Nope. Okay. Just make sure you have your stuff shut down. If I have to, I'll switch over to my hotspot on my phone if it's still an issue for some of you. Cutting out and freezing for Katie. Okay. Let me see if I can switch over to my hotspot. Hold on. I don't know if it's my computer or if it's other people's computer, but let me see if this will help. I don't want to lose everyone. Allie, am I good for you? Marissa, am I good for you? You're the only people I can see. Okay, shaky, Marissa. Estiana, what about you? Billy's is good. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. And if you can't hear something, then I'll have it recorded because some of you are good, some of you aren't. No issues here. Okay, just make sure you have your stuff cut off and maybe turn your phone on airplane mode. I don't know. Maybe that will help. So moving on. Focus on the influencers. With Instagram, the reason why I love Instagram is because you don't have to go in there and just sort through 5,000 friends like you do on Facebook. You can literally find the influencers, find the people that, let me give you an example. They have over 1,000 followers. They have really good pictures and they post about health and fitness. Right there, those are 3 points on how you can focus on the influencers when you're on Instagram. They have more than 1,000 followers. They have really great pictures, and they actually post about health and fitness or their lifestyle. Because on Instagram, there's a lot of bloggers, so maybe they're not posting about health and fitness, but they're posting about life. And remember, coaching is about sharing your lifestyle. So it doesn't have to be just about health and fitness, but it's that they're sharing their life. And Instagram allows you to focus on the influencers. So you're not going in there looking for people that have posted once. You're going into Instagram for your focus time saying, I'm going to find women who are like me, which leads you into your niche market, your avatar. With Instagram, the reason why I love Instagram the most is because you can find you. You can find who you are, who Estiana is, who Cindy is, who Marissa is, who Allie is. You can find women who are, teachers, who are stay-at-home moms, who are military wives, who are nurse practitioners. You can find women who are you, women who struggle with health conditions. You can find your niche market on Instagram without ever even knowing the people. So it gives you an advantage over Facebook because Facebook, you've got to weed out a lot of people. You really don't know who they are and what they are on Facebook. You just know them. That's it. With Instagram, you can literally cut out all the fluff and connect with people who you connect with and people who might have the potential of becoming a coach or becoming a challenge group because of their interest and because of how they share on Instagram. Next, for Instagram is you have to brand you. So I went over why Instagram, but ultimately you have to brand you on Instagram. Now, I don't want to get too much into branding because that's a whole other topic here, but branding you is essential. And I believe either tomorrow or Friday, I have a post scheduled out to share with you by Melanie Mitchell. It's one of her business tips, but she talks about inspire, don't copy. So when I say each one of you need to brand you, it doesn't mean I want you to go copy Alyssa and Allie and any other coach. I don't want you to go copy their pictures and their content. I want you to brand you. What is you? Who are you? How do you inspire? What's your story? And IG gives you that opportunity to represent your brand visually. And I will say this, less text, more picture. When you have a brand, when you're sharing on Instagram specifically, people are more attracted to the visual of the picture, not the text. So if you make a picture and you blow it up with 5 or 6 different text and messages and fonts, people don't see you. And remember, coaching is about your story, your brand, your reason. It's not about all the different words that you put on your picture. It's about you and what you have to offer. So what is your look? When you start doing Instagram, when you start focusing on this, I want you to think of a couple things when you start thinking of your look, your brand on Instagram. And the great thing is this. Whatever you do on Instagram, you're just going to copy over onto your Facebook. So you don't need to make new pictures or new graphics. You're just going to do the same thing on Instagram on Facebook. And I promise you, people will be more attracted to your Instagram and to your Facebook because of the quality of pictures and the way you brand you. So the first thing I want you to do, and I want you to think about this, and after this call, I'm also going to post a branding quiz for you to take in our Coach Family page. It's a branding quiz, and some of you have already taken it. I've posted it in the past, but it's going to help you kind of identify your brand, kind of what your alter ego is, what your colors might be, and what your fonts might be, because some of you might not know what those are. But this little branding quiz is going to help you kind of understand, are you a helper? Are you the queen bee? Are you the leader? Are you the girl next door? It's going to help you kind of identify that character in you. But you want to figure out 2 fonts, 2 colors. So when you start using Instagram, even any social media platform, if you have too many different colors and fonts, it instantly turns people off, especially Instagram. Instagram is all about arts. It's very artsy. It's very visual. And if you do too much, you're not going to get followers. And the goal here is for you to expand your network. So I want you to limit your fonts to maybe 2 fonts, 2 colors. So maybe your color scheme is pink and black. Maybe your color scheme is yellow and purple. I want you to pick 2 fonts, 2 colors, and stick with those. Now, every once in a while, you can throw in a 3rd font. That's fine. But you want to make it very consistent across the board with what you're posting. You want it to give a uniform appearance. It's like also, I'm going to show you guys some examples. But when you look at someone's Instagram, you want to see that there's a theme. There's a flow to everything, which leads me into be consistent with what you do. Be consistent with what you're doing. Be consistent with your branding. Be consistent with your fonts, your colors. If you choose to use a certain filter on your pictures, use the same filter for every single picture. Because if you change it up, people see that there's not a consistency, and people want consistency, even in the content of your pictures. And I know that might sound crazy to all of you, but when I changed my Instagram in May, I literally changed the filter I used in May. I changed the way I displayed my pictures in May. I displayed the way I make my videos in a certain color. And I went from 1,000 followers to almost 15,000 followers since May. And I guarantee that has a lot to do with the way I've branded my Instagram, but also the fact that I've been consistent. The next thing, what is your look? This goes hand in hand with your hashtag. You can see that I have hashtag you times 30. And I'm going to show you what I mean by this. But I want all of you, and we're going to do this tonight, is you're going to figure out 30 hashtags that are you. Who are you? So teacher, mom of boys, mom of 2, health, overcoming health, whatever it is, registered nurse. You're going to figure out 30 hashtags that represent who you are, your niche market, who you are, not what I am, but who you are. And you're going to have that saved. So I'm going to go through that process as well. But you're going to have 30 hashtags. Now, I did put here on the bottom my 4 favorite apps, which all of these apps are going to help you figure out your fonts, your colors, and your filters. So there's Moldiv, Rona, PicTapGo, and WordSwag. Those are my favorite apps. I use them all of the time, and they're my go-to. So if you don't have those, download those. Some of them might cost money. I know Rona Collage costs money, and PicTapGo I think is $1.99. Moldiv I believe is free. Moldiv has filters. Rona has filters. PicTapGo has filters. WordSwag is more about your, words that you can put on your graphics. So that is about branding you. So if you don't know what fonts and colors you're attracted to, take the quiz I'm going to post in the group. I'm going to have you guys do that separate, not tonight, because that will take up time. And I want you guys to share your results. And maybe that will help you kind of figure out what fonts and colors go along with your personality. Next is how to grow your IG network. So we talked about why you want to do Instagram, why you want to brand you, but now how to grow your IG network. And ladies, this is exactly what I do. So there's no secret sauce. I'm just consistent with growing my Instagram. Very, very consistent. The first thing I do is I share 3 to 4 times a day, every single day, using my hashtags, using your 30 hashtags. The great thing is this, is you're not going to have to type out your 30 hashtags every single day. You're going to have them in your notes section. I have 2 different hashtags. I have my health and fitness, coach, challenge group, that whole lifestyle hashtag, but then I also have my lifestyle hashtag. So I have big brother, little sister, big sister, French bulldogs, family of 5. I have one that's related towards my family so that if I post pictures on Saturday and Sunday related to my family, I'm going to use those lifestyle hashtags. But I would say 99% of the time, I use the 30 hashtags related to health and fitness. The second thing that I do is IG story every day. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but at the top of your Instagram, there's an IG story feature, which is you going live on Instagram. It's the best thing ever. And I do this pretty much every single day. And this is you literally doing a live journal entry. So it could be you before your workout saying, hey, I'm doing my 30-minute workout. I'm going to check back in with you when I'm done. It's you showing a picture of your shake, you making your shake. It can be anything you want. But IG stories, you will be surprised how many people watch that. I have had multiple people reach out to me. I had 2. Yesterday and today, I've had 2 people message me based off of my IG story asking me about the coach opportunity because I'm sharing everything that I'm doing. So if you don't do this already, I would recommend this. Facebook Live is great, but this is even more accessible. You don't have to sit there and go live. You just go live on IG and you show what you're doing. The third thing is this, is Instagress. Now, Instagress does cost money, but the first trial period is free. So you can sign up for your first month and you can sign up for Instagress. It's right here, how to spell it, INSTAGRESS. And you can sign up for this for 1 month. Now, I have shared in the trainings I've done in the past how to use Instagress, but it's very simple. You can YouTube it. I'm not going to go into detail on Instagress, but I would commit when you go all in with doing your IG training and growing it, I would say for your first month, commit to Instagress. It's going to help you grow your followers. And then after the first month, you don't have to pay for it. Just get some people attracted to your page based off of your hashtags. Like I said, go to Instagress. You can watch some YouTube videos on this. If you don't know how to do it, like I said, I can maybe post a video how to use it to help you guys, but commit to Instagress for 1 month for free just to attract those people. Now, here's where the magic is to growing and to connecting with people. This is Shailene Johnson's formula, bottom line. The 531 is Shailene Johnson, and then I've thrown in my own kind of training, what I do personally, but it's 531. And all you need to do is commit to 30 minutes a day, or you can do 15 minutes in the morning or 15 minutes in the evening, and aim to connect with 9 new ladies a day. Now, if you connect with 9 new ladies a day, that's a lot of women you're connecting with. It's not hard. You're not talking about Beachbody. You're not talking about challenge groups, and you're not talking about coaching. These are just 9 people you're connecting with. Now, if you can't connect with 9, then just connect with 3 people, or set a timer on your phone and say, I'm going to connect with whoever many people in 15 minutes. But give yourself a number or give yourself a time. Now, these 9 new ladies are going to be targeted hashtags. You're going to search for users that would be your ideal customer. So after you make your 30 hashtags, say example, mom of 3, I'm going to search Instagram, hashtag mom of 3, and I'm going to scroll through all of those pictures, and I'm going to maybe find a picture that stands out to me. Maybe it's a picture of a mom with 3 kids and she's at a CrossFit gym, or maybe she's riding her bikes with her 3 kids. I'm going to do this process on that one person. 5, I'm going to like the last 5 photos posted their account. So I'm going to go through their IG account and I'm going to like, just like 5 of their pictures. Then I'm going to leave a comment on 3 of their photos. 3 of their photos, I'm going to leave a comment. Now, I'm not talking about leave us a heart or leave a smiley face. It's a great job riding your bicycle with your kids, you're leading by example, or great job PRing on your 3-mile run today. You want to add value. You want them to see that you're actually interested in them, because that's what we do as coaches. We build relationships. We build friendships. We build a community. It's not just about a sale. It's about finding people who are you, who you can connect with. And then number one is you get a new follower. So that's when you're going to follow them. That's what you do. Easy breezy. Now, after you connect with those 9 women, I take it to the next level. And that's where I send a private message to 3 of those ladies. So if I've connected with 9 new ladies in 30 minutes with the 531 formula, I will then message 3 of those 9 ladies with a personal Instagram message. Not about Beachbody, not about coaching, not about challenge groups. This is just connecting with them about life. So maybe you saw something on their page when you were doing the 531 and you want to take it to the next level and say, hey, I saw that you're really struggling with, losing the weight postpartum. I noticed for me that nutrition was key. So it can be anything, but I would not talk about challenge groups or coaching, just create the relationship. Now, this is what I do Monday through Friday, 30 minutes a day. This is the formula I use. There's no secret sauce to this. It just comes down to being consistent. Be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. I do this Monday through Friday. Like I said, I'm very pro weekends off, because if I worked a normal job, I probably wouldn't work Saturday and Sunday. So for me, this is something I do Monday through Friday. I purposely set aside 30 minutes a day. Sometimes for me, it's 15 minutes in car line with my kids. Sometimes it's 15 minutes sitting in the car while my kids are at karate. But I commit to connecting with at least 5 women a day, but I always try to aim for 9 and then send out 3 messages. IG takes time and a lot of patience. IG does not happen overnight. You do not get challengers. You do not get coaches in a day normally. Maybe 1 or 2, I've had those, like Allie. But it usually takes time. It takes time for you to build a relationship, cultivate a relationship, and you have to trust the process. But I will say this. With Instagram, you're purposely reaching out to people that are like you. You are purposely reaching out to people who are influencers. You are purposely reaching out to people who like to share their life, who like to share their journey. So in time, they will say yes, but you just have to be patient and you have to be consistent. You can't start posting on Instagram for a week and then stop posting, because people are watching you. And if you go MIA, they're going to forget about you, because there's a gazillion people on Instagram. Next are some examples. I pulled some examples of people that I love to follow. Some of them are my success partners. Some of them are other top coaches who are top 10 coaches who are really great at Instagram. You will see through these pictures that they're not all the same. They're different, and that's the point. Instagram is about being you. It's about you finding your creative side and being you, through fonts, through colors, through hashtags, through pictures, through your story. Because when you do that, that's when you connect with your niche market. That's when you connect with the women that are supposed to be in your challenge group and supposed to be on your team. So the first one here is one of my success partners, Nicolette. She was my first success partner ever. And you can see with her, she's kind of changed hers throughout, doing Instagram. Her and I started Instagram training together. But you can see if you look at her picture right off the bat, she has a theme. In her first column, she always has a video. She always has a video in her first column. In her middle column, she always has a side-by-side picture. In her third column, she always has a family lifestyle. Now, this is great because those are her 3 posts every day. She's not posting 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 times a day. She's just being consistent to what she's committed to. That's sharing her lifestyle as a mom, sharing her pictures of health and fitness before and afters, and then actually being proof of the product, which is sharing a video. So she has a theme here. She has a theme, she has a formula, and this is what works for her. And she has grown her IG tremendously because she has been consistent. You can also see that she has a color theme. She uses the same type of video. She uses the same type of, layout. And this is what has worked for her. These are some of her hashtags. Now, listen, you don't want to go copy these hashtags and use them for you, because they're not yours. Some of you might not be postpartum weight loss or postpartum fitness or mommy diaries or nap time is the best time. You want to pick hashtags that are specific to you. But this is an example. because this is what works for her. Next example is my other success partner, Ashley. Now, these are two very different people. Nicolette is a health and fitness fanatic, where Ashley is more of a artsy. She's a photographer by nature, but you can see that she has a theme to all of her pictures. Same color scheme. They are just full-blown pictures. They're not framed out. She doesn't have a method to her pictures or her videos. It's just the same coloring. You can see that in her hashtags, she has Etsy store, graphic designer, photographer. She has busy mom. She has Greenville photographers, Christian mom, gluten-free food, busy girl society, hydrate water, hyperlordosis. That's something that she has, gluten-free meals. These all pertain to her. Like I said, you all should not have this same exact 30 hashtag, because I'm pretty sure these really don't pertain to you except maybe one or two of them. So that's why you want your hashtags to be branded to you. So what we all do is you take your 30 hashtags, and every single picture you post, you will put these 30 hashtags. Next, I absolutely love Chelsea Pearson. This is Chelsea Pearson's Instagram right here. She is one of my favorites. She was, I would say, is probably one of the top coaches who has probably one of the strongest Instagrams. For her, she has a very strong theme of doing like little black and white pictures in between hers. If you go way back, maybe last year, she pretty much zigzagged everything. She has a new theme going where she does double pictures to one another. You can see her husband and her at the bottom. So she's very lifestyle approach. This is her trip to Europe. You can see that she shares everything. She's very fitness, but fashion forward. So she shares that aspect. She travels a lot, but you can see here that she has Fit Wife, Tone It Up Charlotte. She has Fit Sisters. They pertain to her, Chelsea Pearson. So I have a couple examples more for you. Here's Ashley Smith. Ashley Smith is number 8 coach in the company. You can see, I want to point this out about Ashley, is that she is a walking example of being the product. You can see up at the top, she has a challenge group opportunity. She has a picture of her desk, Plan for Success. She has a before and after picture. She has a video of her workout. She has Hydrate and Energize that she's drinking. She has her meal prep. She has her personal development post down here. And intermingled between all of this is she has pictures of her family, her lifestyle. She's being the product. She's inviting to challenge groups, and she's also sharing her personal development. And that's what you want. You want to be a walking personal development, and she's really great at that. And you can see that you don't have an excuse. When you get married, when you get pregnant, postpartum, you can still be an incredible coach. And you can see that she's tailored her hashtags to that. Mom to be, fit pregnancy, fit moms, pregnancy journey, baby bump, healthy pregnancy. That's where she's at in life right now. Next is Micah Folsom. Micah Folsom is a top 10 coach. She's amazing. You can see that she doesn't, she has a theme to her pictures, but it's not like Ashley's. There's no border, but there's a theme to it. And you can also see that she's being the example. She has pictures of her and her husband doing workouts. She has food pictures, Shakeology pictures, videos of her working out. She has before and after pictures, walking vital behavior. She's living the lifestyle. You can see in her hashtag, she has 6-pack by summer, lose the baby weight. She even has best job ever, work hard, play hard, progress pic. She talks about everything related to her. And I have 2 more. This is Raina Odell, which Raina Odell is amazing. She's a top 10 coach. She was number 9 this year for top 10. And she had a huge comeback. She works with Josh Coates, which is someone who I absolutely love. And I'm actually doing a mastermind group with him right now. But you can see she's also a walking vital behavior. She has a picture of her Shakeology here. She has a picture of her computer with pictures, her food. She has before and afters. And if you go look at these people, pretty much every 3rd to 4th post is an invite to join a challenge group or an invite to join the team. Now, she doesn't have, her pictures framed out. She doesn't have, a formula like Nicolette might have, but she's consistent with sharing about the opportunity in every single post, whatever she does. And you can see here that she has her hashtags. And then last but not least, these are 2 of our coaches, which I just wanted to shout out both Allie and Alyssa. They both are very consistent with their brand. They're very consistent. You can see, I can pretty much tell you that they both use a filter on every single one of their pictures. They have a theme to everything, and you can see that they are the vital behavior. They both share their lifestyle. They both share their before and after pictures. They share that they're drinking Shakeology. They're sharing their results, and they're inviting people every 3 to 4 posts to join a challenge group, to join their team, or some type of call to action. And this connects with people, and this is their brand. Now, yeah, they're framed out, but as you can see from the other pictures, you don't have to frame your pictures. This is something that they do. You can see from Micah Folsom, from Ashley Smith, from Nicolette, from Ashley. You don't have to frame pictures. That takes longer, but you want to be consistent with what you're doing. Now, I will say this. You can see that Alyssa has, the words. Allie doesn't have much of that. And that all has to do with your theme, to what you want people to see. But when I look at these, I say Alyssa and Allie have a brand, and they're putting effort and time into their posts. And that connects with people. And on Instagram, that goes a really long way, because Instagram is very artsy, and it's all about the visual, what the visual looks like. So shout out to Alyssa and Allie for both of theirs, because I did scout everyone's, and I love theirs. So moving on is our Instagram mini power hour. I will ask questions after this for those that want to stay on, but I want to set a timer for 15 minutes for this. It's 9:48, which we'll go over by like 2 minutes, but this is what you're going to do. I'm going to leave this up so you can look at this, but you're going to get out your phone, and what you're going to do is this. I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes. You will hear my timer when it goes off, and everyone will stop. You'll put your phone down. Hands go up. Not really, but pretty much you'll be done in 15 minutes. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to create your 30 hashtags in your notes. You're going to go to the notes in your phone, or you can type them on your computer, but you need to have quick access to them so that when you post on Instagram, you can also put your 30 hashtags. Now, when you use your 30 hashtags, you want to put them in the comments. I don't want you to put them in the body of the message. You're going to make your post, and then in the comments, you're going to put your 30 hashtags. But you don't have to do that right now. I just want you to create your 30 hashtags in your notes. After you create your 30 hashtags, you're going to move on to number 3. Number 3 is this. You're going to pick 3 of your hashtags to search. So for me, I'm going to search maybe Mom of 3, Fit Nurse, and Tampa Mom. I'm going to first look at Mom of 3, and I'm going to search it. I'm probably going to find the first 3 ladies that stand out to me with their pictures, and I'm going to do the 531 for that first hashtag. Then I'm going to move on to the next hashtag, which is say Fit Nurse. I'm going to search it. I'm going to find 3 women. I'm going to do 531. And then I'm going to go to my third hashtag, search it, find 3 ladies, do 531. I want to have a total of 9 ladies. Now, like I said, you are crunched for time. And this is on purpose, because sometimes when you are racing against the clock, you get a lot done. So I want you guys to see how much you can get done in 15 minutes. After you have done the 531 on 9 ladies, if you get done with number 3, you're then going to pick 3 of those ladies, and you're going to private message them. So 3 ladies out of those 9, you are going to IG message, and that is it. So you're going to see, if I commit to 15 minutes a day, how many people can I connect with? And that is it. Do you guys understand? Do you have any questions? Because we're going to get started on this. Any questions at all? You guys good? Questions? Okay. So I'm going to set the timer. Get your phone out. You're going to open up your note section. You're going to create your 30 hashtags. If you already have your 30 hashtags, then I want you to go to number 3, which is to start searching your hashtags and connecting with those 9 ladies. And then you'll message those. Are you guys ready? I'm going to set my timer. I'm going to do this right along with you ladies. Okay? We're not alone. So I'm going to get my phone out. I'm going to set the timer. When the 15 minutes are up, you're done. Even if you only have 3 women, that's okay. I want you guys to see how productive you can be in 15 minutes and how many people you can connect with. So are you ready? Set, go. I would put music on, but I don't want to distract you. So And if you guys want, in the chat, after you finish your 30 hashtags, you can say like 30 hashtags done, and then move on to number 3 if you want more accountability.
Allie, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not trying to interrupt anyone, but if
You're good.
we don't have an Instagram account yet, are we unable to do this?
You're going to go open an Instagram account right now. If you don't have an IG account,
Okay.
go open one. So that's number 1. If you don't have an Instagram account, go open.
I have one for my blog, but I don't have one for myself personally, and I want to do this on like a personal thing, I guess, right?
Yep. You want to do your personal? Mine is Imperfectly Balanced by Allie. Like that's the title of mine. So I mean, mine is titled Imperfectly Balanced by Allie, but I have my name on it. So if you want to look at mine, Danielle, you can use yours as a blog and then put your name on it like I did with mine. But you definitely want your name to be connected with it because it's ultimately about you.
Right. I have my Miss Saucy Mings blog, but I would like to have my own personal thing. So can I open up another account kind of thing?
Yep.
Yeah. Do that?
Yeah, just open it up another one.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay, do that. If you don't have an Instagram, ladies, open up an Instagram account. You're expanding your network.
Will do.
Allie?
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask the same thing. It's Estiana.
Okay.
Because I have my Instagram, it's linked to my Confidently Curly blog.
Okay.
So that's where like I do all my hair blog post and all of my like beauty and makeup stuff. So should I open up a separate one for coaching?
You can just use that one. I mean, it all depends on what you want. For me, I had 2 accounts. I had my Imperfectly Balanced by Allie, and then I had my Allie Tessitore. I had 2 accounts, and I had so many more followers already on my Imperfectly Balanced by Allie that I just kept that one. And then if you look at my Instagram, you'll see that my name is there. So people know my name, and I just kept it because I already had followers. So if you already have a handful of followers, then Estiana, I would just use that and just, make sure that your name is in the profile so they know your name.
So then what do I do as far as the theme goes? Because like that's where I was kind of a little confused because most of my stuff right now has to do with like hair products and like beauty products. So would it transition smoothly to also add the fitness stuff in there? I don't want to make it too complicated.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, if you want to keep it separate, you can keep it separate. Like I know I have a couple girls I follow that have a fitness account and then they have if they do like, I think it's lip sense or they do like a different, business, they kind of separate it. So you can do that. You would just have to be okay with intermingling your beauty and hair stuff with fitness. Now, I will say that's who you are. If that's your brand, if your brand is health and fitness and beauty and fashion and hair, then I would do all of them together. That's what I would do because that's who you are. That's your brand. If you separate them, then people aren't getting the real you. They're getting just the fitness Estiana and not the fitness Estiana who loves to do hair and do beauty stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? So I would do both. Combine it. You can still have a theme to everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys finish early, if you guys do your but I just finished up early my Health Fitness 30 and lifestyle. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Having the 2 is perfect. You want to have your health and fitness hashtag so that when you post pictures of your workout and when you post pictures of your food and your nutrition and maybe a challenge group opportunity, or for example, for those of you going on the retreat, like you're going to want to use those 30 hashtags related to like health and fitness and coaching. But then when you're with your family, you want to use a totally different set of hashtags because that's a totally different niche market that you can connect with. So having 2 is perfect. Allie, why post hashtags and comments? Because it aesthetically looks better. And I know that kind of sounds weird, but when people see a lot of hashtags, they kind of get turned off. So if you look at mine, you can look at my Instagram. You'll see that when I make a post, you don't ever see my hashtags. I put my hashtags in my comments because then people don't see all these hashtags. They just see your message and they don't get distracted by your hashtags. So it just helps it visually. So if you do you never make specific? Yes, I do make specific hashtags. So for example, the large percentage of my hashtags are the same. But what I'll do is for when I did the health reset, for example, the 21-day ultimate, the ultimate reset, I changed out some of my hashtags. So I would like eliminate, say, moms who lift, or I would eliminate, overcoming perfection. I would eliminate some of those normal hashtags and put in health reset challenge or, eat clean or detox. So as long as you have them there, you can definitely switch them out. Or for example, if I do a meetup post, I'll put in like imperfectly balanced meetup or the best sisterhood ever. So I'll change out the hashtags, but you want to keep obviously you can keep the core ones the same. Like if you're a fit mom, if you're a mom boss, if you are, a lawyer, you can keep a lot of those the same and just change out a few that are key to what your picture is. Yeah, I'll look at yours. If you guys want, you can put your hashtags in there and I can look at them. But I'll look yours up now, Cindy. And the thing is with the hashtags is the reason why you want to have some set is because the more you like hashtags, say for example, we have almost 500,000 IB chick hashtags, pictures, 500,000. You guys, that's insane. That's because I've been consistent and so have everyone else. Coaches use hashtag IB chick. So the longer you're consistent with your hashtags, so for example, say your neighbor goes to search fit teacher. If you've been posting and hashtagging fit teacher for the past 3 months, your face is going to be all over that hashtag search, which means they're going to come to you because they see you. That's why you want to be consistent with using the hashtag every single time. Okay, I'm looking at yours, Cindy. Yeah, so for yours, Cindy, when I'm looking at yours, what you would do, I was looking at your transformation post, which is great. What you would do is technically you can keep that one, but in the future, all of those hashtags that you have, starting with the PCOS all the way to hard work, you'll just put those in the comments. So you're pretty much leaving a comment on your own post, but you're using the hashtags. Because then people don't look at your message and they're like, oh my gosh, look at all those hashtags. They'll just look at your message. So it's not a distraction to them. We're trying to eliminate all of the distractions when they go to your Instagram. Everyone follow the Instagram. Yeah, if you guys want, you can post your Instagram if you want, and people can go look at it and give you feedback. Yeah, those are good. All of yours are really good, Cindy, because they're all related to you. When I look at this, I see you. That's who you are. So that's perfect.
Allie, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it kind of goes with the other girl that was already going, that we already do the Instagram for, and we don't want it to intermingle. You know what I mean? Like I have a food blog, so I don't necessarily fitness and pictures to be with that. I want that to be completely separate. So can we create a completely separate?
Yeah,
like,
you can. You can create.
Accounts?
I mean, you can create a separate one, but this is the thing with you, Danielle. Food is your thing. Food is a part of your brand, but also so is coaching. So in my eyes, like I would never separate the two. I would keep it together because it goes hand in hand. I mean, you can if you want, but it's going to be more work in the
Well,
long run.
I feel like only because I'm going to post relatively healthy things. It's not necessarily like all healthy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
That's okay.
it's more like a.
That's okay.
You know what I mean? Like so, but like to have my training and you know, pictures that I post and my like my workout pictures and my healthy pictures. I would like to be that from my blog, because my blog, it's like if I have like an awesome idea to like pack some, like buffalo chicken inside of some puffery, I want to be able to post that and have that not intermingle with my kind of healthy blog. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but this is the thing. Remember, coaching isn't about being perfect, and it's not about eating lettuce and chicken for the rest of your life. It's about balance and keeping it real, just like Allie said. If you guys watched what I posted on Friday, you saw that I ate donuts. I ate donuts. Like I posted that on my fitness. It's balance. We're not here to, you know what I mean, eat, like I said, eat like a rabbit. People love that about each one of you. Each one of you have your little things that make you you. And that's the blessing about health coaches, all of you. You don't have to be at your health and fitness goal, and you also don't have to be this strict eating person. Do you know what I mean? Like Allie said, margaritas, tacos, like it's about your journey. And that's what people connect with. So if it's Super Bowl and you want wings and pizza, post about it. People will see that you're real. So that's why I'm saying, like, for me, I say intermingle all of it. I get some of my most traffic on posts about fitness and fashion and makeup. And that has nothing to do with health and fitness, but that's something that represents who I am. I get lots of comments on pictures of my husband making weird faces behind me and my kids. Like, that's not about health and fitness, but it's a part of me. So you want to do stuff that is you, and food is a big part of who you are. And being a foodie, like I think I've done a couple hashtags of confessions of a foodie. That is kind of who I am, and people will connect with that. So, you can think about it, and you can maybe start one. Yeah, it's recorded, Christina. But I would say you want to make this an all-encompass of all of you, not just, bits and pieces. So if you like a donut, take a picture of eating a donut. I think it was when we went to New York last year, it was kind of funny. I was all dressed up. I took a picture of myself doing pull-ups on a bar in New York City at midnight, but then I posted myself eating a coconut donut at the same time. And people love that picture because they saw she's a health coach. She's real life. She's passionate about health and fitness, but she also enjoys life. And she isn't a Scrooge and likes her donuts. So, it's one of those things where you have to decide if you want to merge the two or if you like keeping it separate. Oh, thanks, Allie, for getting on. Appreciate it. Did you get anything done? How many do you do? Do you guys get it done? Oh, look, we have 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13. Keep going, ladies, and I want to hear how many people you connected with. And then I'll answer some questions. Oh, get ready. Timer's up. Put your phones down. All done. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to stop screen sharing this. Put your phone down. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, because I want to see how you guys did. So, perfect. How many of you finished all 9 ladies with the 531 and messaged 3 of those ladies? Any of you get it all complete? Okay. How many did you guys get done? You guys can unmute yourself. I want to hear how many people you connected with in 15 minutes. 3? Billy?
I did 5.
Did you say 5, Christina?
Yeah, 5 likes, 3 of the ladies' comments, and then 2 message.
Perfect. See? Look at that. So you connected with a handful of girls in 15 minutes. Anyone else? How did you guys do? Was it uncomfortable? Did you see that you could connect with a lot of people in 15 minutes? Just 15 minutes. Was it hard for you when you started to look for the hashtags? I think Emily said it. Emily said she ran into a lot of coaches. Did you guys run into people that were already coaches already when you were searching the hashtags?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's going to be normal. And I will tell you this. Coaches that are really good at, hold on, I'm reading Cindy's really quick. Easier because you don't know exactly. That's exactly what it is. Oh, thanks, Jen. That's the thing. What Cindy just said. Instagram is easier. It is so much easier to connect with people because you don't know the people. And that's the best part is you're not going to offend them. They're not going to offend you because they're not your family. They're not your friends. They're not your coworkers. Like I said, you're going in to find people who are influencers. You're going in to find people that have the same conditions, the same issues, the same passions, the same purpose as you. And it's easy for you to connect with them because I'm connecting with another mom. I'm connecting with another nurse. I'm connecting with another person that, struggles with anxiety. I'm finding people who I can easily call my friend as the relationship blossoms. And that's the whole purpose of this is finding those 30 hashtags, finding those women that are like you, and then building a relationship. And if you do the 5-3-1, you'll do that because you're showing them that you're interested in their pictures. Then you're interested by taking it to the next level and commenting on their pictures, and then you're following them. And every time you follow them, they're most likely going to follow you back. So you're growing your network. And then you're taking it to a whole new level when you message them. And like I said, you guys aren't talking about Beachbody. You're not talking about challenge groups, and you're not talking about coaching. You're actually connecting with them about life and real life, not a forced conversation. It's someone that you relate to. And that's where with Instagram, it takes time. It does. Like I said, it takes time, consistency, and it takes time, but it will pay off. I've had some coaches, I've talked to them for 6 months until they said yes. 6 months of building a relationship. But you know what though? We had a solid relationship, a solid friendship, and they trusted me enough to join the challenge group, or they trusted me enough to join our team because there was a relationship. We had common ground, and we connected on multiple levels. I'm reading Cindy's. So when you put the hashtags in the comments, that will pick up the hashtags. I'm a little concerned on that. Yep, exactly. Yeah, it will. I promise you, trust me on this, that when you put the hashtag in the comments, it will go to the search, the hashtags. I promise you it will. You guys go look at my Instagram, go look at mine, and you will see every single post. The hashtags are in the comments. And I have grown my Facebook by like 10,000. So promise you, trust me on this. It works. Check mine out. Like I said, you can check out all of the women that I use it as examples. They're great examples of people that really have an incredible following. Chelsea Pearson has like 1 million+ followers. So it's just about being consistent. So look through those apps that I suggested, Moldiv, Pick, Tap, Go, Rona. Look through those and kind of figure out, like I said, some of your own colors, your own fonts, and you really want to create a brand. And Instagram really does help you do that because when you look at the pictures, when you look at someone's phone and you look at all those people I showed you, you can see that they have a brand, they have a color, they have a theme to what they're doing. So people, for me personally, will go look at a picture and they'll join a challenge group just because the picture, not because of the message, but because of the picture that I've used. So it really has a lot to do with your brand, your picture, your style, and then just being consistent with it. I'm reading these chats. So do you ladies think that you could commit, hold on, I'm reading this, Jen. Are you only using the filters, IG filters, or a separate app for the filters? Moldiv, MOLDIV, and Pick, Tap, Go they both have filters that you can use. Both of those apps do. So I would say Pick, Tap, Go has a ton of filters. Moldiv actually has more filters than Pick, Tap, Go. Pick, Tap, Go has a handful of them, but if you want more, you got to pay for them. Moldiv probably has over 100 filters. So what I would do is I would like play around with the different filters, figure out one that works for you. Yay, I'm glad it worked. Help you, Cindy. Yay, love it. Thanks for getting on, girl. I appreciate it. Glad it helped. I looked at yours, Cindy, by the way. I saw yours for your coach one. I saw a Mom Boss. So for that one, just add to that, like for coach opportunity, I saw yours. So where it said like mom boss and a couple of coach life, you can add on, like add 30 more. So you can have like a set just for coaching that you could use with that. Thanks for getting on. I appreciate it. You're welcome, Marissa. Do you guys have any questions at all about Instagram, about hashtags, about branding? I will post the quiz for all of you to do. So maybe that will help you figure out your colors, figure out your fonts, help you with your personality. I think like there's Queen, there's Girl Next Door, there's a couple different themes, which will maybe help you, when you pick out, the different stuff that you use. But do you guys have any questions? It's 10:13. We kind of went over. Hopefully that helped you guys with your Instagram. It should help. That's exactly what I do. There's no secret to it. Just be consistent with it. Use the hashtags. If you can only commit to 15 minutes a day, commit to 15 minutes a day. That's all you have to do. And the great thing is as you gain new followers, you're actually not going to have to go start searching hashtags anymore. You can just connect with the people that like your pictures and people that follow you. That's the best part, is that for me at this point, I don't have to go search all my hashtags. I could pull out my phone, look at all the different notifications, and I can find 10 women that are new followers or 10 women that have commented on my posts. And those are the 10 women that I connect with every day. So that's why as you grow your network, they'll start to come to you and you don't have to go look for them, which is the great part of Instagram. Yay. So glad you liked it, Katie. So glad you guys liked it. It's easy breezy. Commit to 15 minutes a day or 30 minutes. And I promise you that's 9 new women that you're going to connect with every day. So let's say 5 days a week, 9 women, 5 times 9, that's 45 new women that you could connect with every single week, Monday through Friday. That's a lot of people. 45 people a day, that's amazing. So all you need is 30 minutes. So yay, so glad you loved it. Next week will be landing pages. Not next week, the 21st or the 22nd, whatever that date is. Vital Behaviors landing page. I will do a screen share. I will show you how to do it. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys for getting on. I'll post this, and I will also post the quiz, the branding quiz, in our Coach Family page for you to take. Share your results. I would love to see your brand and what your little quiz results are. And that's it. Love you, ladies. Thanks for getting on. I really appreciate it. Bye. Commit to helping those 3 people. Success Club 5 by the 15th. Got it. Okay. Love you, ladies. Bye.